Hey friends, welcome back. This episode finds us still in Arkansas, headed a little bit northwest. The real reason we came to this state was to explore what we hear is the mountain bike capital of the world in Bentonville.
So stay tuned. We'll talk a bit about biking and what else the town has to offer. Bentonville is famous for being the home of Walmart. The Walton family, Sam Walton, started his first store in Bentonville, and from there it just grew and grew. You can just see from the construction and everything else that's going on in Bentonville, it's booming. There's a huge Walmart campus. They're in the process of expanding. It's pretty neat spot. And another really neat thing that the family has done is they put a lot of money back into the original town, and that's for one reason why there's so many great mountain bike trails as well as a lot of other items too.
So Sam's daughter Alice, in about 2005, founded the Crystal Bridges Museum of American Art, which is free to visit, and we'll visit that here in a second with you. And around that same time, in sort of the mid-2000s, Sam's grandson Tom was into mountain biking and started building with his brother and some of his friends some of the first trails around Bentonville. And that trail sector was eventually donated to the town, and they've built out and out and out to the point where just in Bentonville, I think there's about 150 miles of mountain bike trails, and in the general vicinity, about 20 minutes off in any direction, the general vicinity, I think there's about 400 miles of trail now, and it's probably like 430 by the time we put this on the internet because they're just building like crazy. So that was the big draw to get to Bentonville. It is a mountain bike destination.
Throughout the town, the bike trails and the art were really intertwined, which was really kind of neat. There was a lot of outdoor art installations, and the way that they've designed the museum and the campus, there's a bunch of bike trails throughout. And one of the bike trails that we rode was called the Masterpiece, and it's a piece of art, but it's also a mountain bike trail.
So we were in Bentonville for about 4 days total. We only got rained out one afternoon, and that afternoon we went to the art gallery and saw some of the works inside there, as well as visiting some of them outside. We got back the next day to visit a house that was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright, the famous architect. This house had originally been in New Jersey. They'd taken it apart piece by piece, shipped it to Bentonville for it to be reconstructed and placed here as one of their exhibits on the grounds of the art gallery. All right, so that was your high culture portion of the visit to Bentonville. Now let's go get dirty. Let's jump on the bikes and go for a rip. All right, whoa, whoa, whoa. This is maybe getting a little too exciting for some of our viewers, like my neighbor Oliver. So here's 10 seconds of a turtle just chilling out at the Hobbs State Park Visitor Center.
Update on our stats. We rode about 85 kilometers of trails in Bentonville. This was just a small sample of the trails, but gave us a good idea of everything around. As well, we booked our first camping stay at a hip camp. This is kind of like Airbnb for camping, and we stayed in this guy's backyard. He had a great green space, probably fit about 8 sites or so, and super great guy and a really good host. That was at Pea Ridge Bike Camp.
And this time around, we also rode through our first work of art and first time riding through an RV. So a couple more firsts.
And where are we headed next?
We're on our way to Louisiana, but first we're going to stop off for a couple hours at Devil's Den State Park for a bike ride, and you'll see us accidentally end up in a bike contest. Hit like and subscribe. We'll see you there.